Hey guys, Taylor with GammaEdge here, coming at you with a quick pre-market video for December 7th, 2023. Happy Hanukkah to those that celebrate. Let's get right into it. So here looking, just wanted to point out morning call notes in the Discord. Those have been posted by Paul. We have an accompanying PDF along with just, various commentary. So here, let's starting out with the tick. This is our market trend model, tick US model. So the cumulative tick, which is, kind of instantaneous buying and selling. Definitely saw kind of a waterfall yesterday into the close. Railroad tracks are lower, that meaning that our short-term moving average ribbon kind of stacked to the downside. So short term, we do have downside momentum. Longer term, we still are, properly stacked, trending to the upside. But to be candid, I watch the short-term stuff though. It's kind of what's more important intraday wise. Looking at new highs did outpace new lows, so despite this, there's still positive breath in the market, and then really buying and selling, not a ton of urgency yesterday. So yeah, we are rolling over, but other metrics still are suggesting it's not super crazy yet. Looking at the AR6 model, same thing, just saw a little bit of a degradation yesterday, trigger day lower. So important to see if bears really step on the throttle here and continue lower. We'll hit on structure itself in a second, or if bears are kind of able to kind of sustain a chop day or kind of resume higher. So now getting into structure itself, here we're looking at SPXP, looking at all expirations. This is PM settled only, so big things to note, like we always do every video. We start with transition zone 4560, 4565. That means top of transition is P trans, where this level and all levels above this have positive GEX. 460 negative trans, this level and all below it are negative trans. So this is going to be a key area. We'll see in a second. This transition is key for this week as well. 4600, this is your plus GEX, also COI. Plus GEX being the strike with the most GEX in the complex, COI being the strike with the most called open interest. So this is a very liquid stock. If we start to break above P trans, bias is higher, and plus GEX would be a target. However, we are right below GEX right now, and with the gap up this morning, we're kind of set to open right in the middle of the range here. So not a ton to do at the open per se, but if we're able to break and hold above this level, then we could see some continuation higher. However, if we stay below this level, would expect lower, and we'll get to that on 0DT in a second. Last thing to note here, we do have mixed deltas between red and green above spot price, meaning in the money puts, out of the money calls, kind of a mixture there, and then we are in the money call dominated below spot price. So here, getting to that 0DT on SPX I was talking about. Here, the big thing to note is a ton of red, so that means puts are in control. Starting with transition, it's a bit wider here on 0DT, 4565 bottom, so this is in trans. 4585, this is P trans. This is also plus GEX on this complex. 4600 is COI. So kind of the if-thens that we talked about in the Discord this morning is 4560, 4565. This is a key level. If we're able to break and hold above this level, then feel free to participate in this zone, maybe playing a move from 4560, 4585. Keep in mind, I refer to the transition zone as the chop zone, so little influence. You can see gamma bars are not very big relative to these down here, so dealers are not as inclined to do things around this. Really look in the last couple of days and late last week, we've been trading within the transition zone, and really it's just been a lot of back and forth action, so no really trending edge there, I would say. However, below 4560, certainly, downside kind of bias is warranted there. 4555, this is negative GEX. Again, this is the strike with the most negative GEX in the complex, or sorry, on this expiration we're looking at. And then you're going to see how the gamma negative Vienna kind of progresses as we move lower. Kind of the single day put call ratio is negative as well, so these turn from in the money, out of the money to in the money, limit to -1 when this happens. So kind of the dealer has to deal with those and kind of more kind of reflexive start going to 1, so he's got to hedge those getting short. So yeah, 4510, that's kind of the bottom of the zone of what we see today. Keep in mind 4560, if we're able to stay above this level late into the session, just given the amount of puts here, charm may start to kick in and we may start to see some bleed up higher. So looking at that. Looking at the rest of the week, I enjoy this, looking at this. So, this is saying, okay, so we're in the money put, in the money call dominated above and below. Spot price, we are below transition, 4560, 4565. Again, this is kind of a key transition level. I know we were up at 85 on 0DT, but this kind of kind of hones it in a bit more. So 45.60, 45.65, this is really the key zone I'm looking at this week. 4600, this is, plus Gex, this remains the same, and then you can see just kind of the red gamma glob that we have as we progress lower. So this does a really good job of kind of capturing what I'm looking at the rest of the week. So key, I think we're going to open somewhere right in here, so not a ton to do here, but it's going to make it really simple. We either break to the downside, break and hold to the upside, so pretty black and white here. So with that, best of luck to y'all today. We'll talk to you later. Bye.